They say when we die, we get to see everything we've done in our lives, right and wrong. Sometimes we can get the chance to see those things while we're still living, but to do that takes the intervention of someone quite extraordinary. It seemed that every TV screen in the United States was tuned to one event that night. The estimated global audience was over 1 billion. The excitement and hopeful expectation was contagious. For the first time in the relatively short history of American soccer, one of its teams was contesting the final in the World Club Championship. Momentarily the screens bleached to pure white. As it cleared, it revealed Jamie Steele, once an icon of the European game, now at 35, an inspiration on the other side of the Atlantic. He had almost jinked his way into the penalty area, when his progress was halted by a crunching, two-footed tackle. The US fans bayed for a penalty, but the Dutch referee was not going to be swayed. It was a free kick, just outside the area. "Ouch! I felt that from here," exclaimed the English commentator. "It's not a penalty, but so close to being one. The free kick's too close to the goal for anyone to make it count, though, I'd say." However, the pundit sitting beside him had a differing opinion. "Don't be too sure, Brian. If he's up for it, Jamie Steele is quite capable of bending in from here. But maybe he's too injured to take it, though." Jamie was undoubtedly hurt by the tackle, but he was made of sterner stuff. Calmly he picked himself up and placed the ball. "Yep, he's going for it. Could this be the moment that makes soccer history? I don't need to remind anyone watching that no American team has ever been in the World Cup final before, let alone won it." Jamie looked to the excited chanting crowd behind the goal, as if for some kind of special inspiration. Out of the corner of his eye he saw what he was looking for, a lone and silent figure standing to the right-hand side of the goal, watching him passively. He was dressed in a vintage soccer kit and would have looked somewhat incongruous had anyone but Jamie been able to see him. They exchanged smiles, the way old friends do. Fans were chanting frantically, "USA! USA! USA!" In his 35 years, Jamie had never felt the sort of pressure he did in that moment. To his mind, this could be the most important kick of his entire career. As the referee paced out the 10 yards from the ball and sprayed a line on the ground where the defensive wall must grudgingly stand, Jamie coolly made his final adjustments to the placement of the ball. This was possibly the last kick of the game. Could there have been any more pressure? As Jamie finished adjusting the ball, everything suddenly went into ultra-slow motion. It was as if time itself was beginning to stand still. The fans' chants became slow, distant and echoing. Jamie, poker-faced, looked up at the goalkeeper, who was trying to second-guess his thoughts and direct the positioning of the defensive wall to make it as difficult as possible for Jamie to get a clear shot. Jamie inhaled deeply and slowly stepped back from the ball, waiting for the referee's whistle. One more time he looked towards the solitary figure. He saw a reassuring smile on the old man's face as the vintage figure pointed to the corner of the goal where he wanted Jamie to hit the ball. And so, it had all come down to this, a single moment in time that would define a life and touch the lives of so many others. And just think where Jamie had come from. A punk kid with a huge chip on his shoulder against the whole world.